Hey, welcome to Live at 5. Thanks so much for being here. I just came in from mowing the lawn. So it's a beautiful day outside. A little windy, but a very, very beautiful day. Hey, you know, Transformers are really popular. And I don't know a whole lot about Transformers, but I know the most popular ones. I think it's Optimus Prime, Megatron, Bumblebee. I think those are the most popular ones. Well, I tell you who the most popular Transformer is in the Bible. God is the most popular Transformer in the Bible. Hosea 2:15, God says, I will transform your valley of trouble into a gateway of hope. God transforms people's lives. He transformed Mary, who was living a very painful life, into a life filled with purpose and meaning. He transformed her. How about this? My daughter painted this, everybody. This is Doubting Thomas. God transforms Thomas from a doubter to a believer. God is a transformer. He transforms the famous Apostle Paul from Saul, who was just seething with frustration and anger in his life, and he transforms him to a person who is at peace with God and other people. God is a transformer. He's the most popular transformer in the Bible. I'd like to just real briefly say something about Joseph, because I've always loved the story of Joseph, actually, everybody. It's in the book of Genesis. Now, Joseph was a little bit of a spoiled brat. His dad had done that to him. He preferred him over all of his brothers, made him a special coat. His brothers are sleeping in a bunkhouse, and Joseph is sleeping like a king, right? Well, one day when the dad wasn't around, the brothers hated him so much, they threw him in a pit, and they sold him as a slave into Egypt. He goes down into Egypt as a slave, and things go from bad to worse because he's falsely accused and becomes a prisoner. But an amazing set of circumstances out there. God takes all that bad, strengthens his character, turns his life around, hones his skills, and Joseph goes all the way up from being a prisoner straight up to the palace and is right next to the king. Seated next to the king at the right hand of the king. That is absolutely amazing. Now, about 20 years later, when Joseph's brothers come along because there's a famine in the land and Joseph is in charge of all the storehouses, his brothers come like, oh no, they're filled with fear. And then Joseph says this is really important. He says, what you intended for evil, God has turned into good. Now, I want to show you something. This is a blanket. Bought it the last time we were on a missions trip overseas. It's a beautiful blanket. It's been woven. It's warm and it's beautiful. When Joseph says that what you intended for evil, God is turned into good, he uses the Hebrew word for reweaving. God can take those things in our life, those valleys of trouble, and he can reweave them into something good. We've experienced that in our own life. Our daughter a number of years ago had terrible pain in her feet. And we searched and searched and searched for a problem. We prayed. For 13 months we prayed. We visited 13 doctors in 13 months. And the pain was telling us something was wrong. And after all those prayers, we realized she had something very uncommon. The artery in the back of her leg was being pinched by her calf muscle. It was uncommon. But that pain alerted us to something could have been far worse in the future. God can reweave the problems in our life and turn them into something beautiful and good and awesome. That's what I want to pray for you. God, right now, for all of those watching, whether we're facing a super, super difficult time now, we'll definitely face something in the future, would you reweave it and turn whatever difficulties we're facing into a gateway of hope? Transform our valley of trouble, Father, in Jesus' name. Thanks for being with us. Before I sign off, I just want to say this one thing, because tomorrow's Good Friday. And tomorrow I want to share something Jesus said on the cross that has confused me for years. It slowed my relationship down with God immensely. And every single person I have shared this with has said to me, my goodness, wow, that totally changes my understanding of God. So I would like to very humbly ask you to please share and invite your friends tomorrow. For tomorrow, just for tomorrow. Because what I'm going to share is something that has helped me immensely. I never knew it till about 2 years ago. And I'd like you to join us tomorrow at Live at 5. Thanks for being here. Have a great day.